My name is Faith, and I have some stories to tell. I'm a Boxer Bulldog mix. My mom and dad met me while I was being cared for at the Best Friends Animal Society in Utah and decided they wanted to adopt me. Now, I live in Muncie, Indiana, with Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary founders Pamela and Mike. In fact, I'm the ambassador for Grateful Rescue. It's a pretty sweet life. Sometimes I help my dad at the office, while other times I just demand attention from my mom. Tonight, we want you to gather around and listen to fun, interesting stories. We call it Faith's Book Nook. Each week, we pick a local celebrity or special person in the community to read a children's book that has an animal theme. We live stream it here each week. To be honest, I'm not sure what a live stream means. Anyways, make sure you're in your comfy chair because we're about to listen to a great story together at Faith's Book Nook.
And good evening. Welcome to Faith's Book Nook. I'm Jason Heath with Grateful Rescue. Tonight it is all about cats. We are visiting Cats Haven. And Pamela, you have a kitty cat. Who do you have tonight?
I do. This is one of my oldest kitties. This is Scooter. And let me get him up. Scooter is deaf and he's very old. I think he's about 18 years old. A very sweet woman brought me a few kitties that were hanging out. They were ferals turned, and he's very lovable, as you can see. Ferals turned domestic, and he's on his way somewhere else. Oops, he'll be back. Anyway, yeah, he's been loving all over me. There he is. But okay, so yes, I've got Scooter with me, and I am excited about tonight's reading. What we're talking about tonight is kitties that are special, and we're spotlighting a very wonderful place called Cats Haven in Indianapolis. And it is full of kitties. They're unadoptable. Some do get adopted, but most of them are a little bit, they have disabilities, and we are going to talk about them tonight.
That's awesome. And before we do that, before we have our book reading tonight, let's take a look at some special cats. Some of them need homes, and some of them have found some special homes. So let's take a look at that.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Dave Molloy, a volunteer at Cats Haven, and this is Abe, and this is Carson. Cats Haven's mission is to provide a home and shelter for cats who otherwise wouldn't have a home or shelter. And Cats Haven's been doing it for about 25 years, and I've been a volunteer here for about 20 years. So tonight we are going to read So Many Cats by Beatrice Schenk de Regnier, illustrated by Ellen Weiss. We have sister cats and brother cats, father cats and mother cats. How come we have a dozen cats? Here's how. We had a cat, an only cat. She was a sad and lonely cat. So when a very hungry cat came making a great din, meowing, mewing, scratching at our door, we thought, this could be the very cat to make our cat a happy cat. So we let her in, little knowing we were getting more than we had bargained for. Next morning we found that now this other cat had turned into a mother cat. So, instead of 2 cats, we had 4. No! 5. 3 little kittens, very much alive. Fluffy and Muffy and Smoke, plus Tammy, their mammy, and Poke. Once our only, now no longer lonely cat. Then a neighbor moving to another city came to chat, she said, and say goodbye. She brought her cat. She said that her cat's name was Kitty. Then she began to cry. The cat was good as gold, she said. But the cat was very old, she said. She couldn't take the cat along. Then, about to cry again, she quickly said goodbye again and left. And we said, so long. Then we counted our cats to see how many cats we now had. A very old cat named Kitty, Fluffy and Muffy and Smoke, plus Tammy, their mammy, and Poke. Did you count 6? So did we. That's not too bad now. Last month, my little brother Matt brought home such an ugly cat. A chewed up ear, one eye blind. He was so dear, we didn't mind his looks, but it would be a pity if he knew he was ugly. So we named him Pretty. My sister Lee that very day took a bus ride all the way into the city. And that night my sister Lee came home with not 1 cat, but 3. 3 frumpy, fleazy, skidny, sleazy city cats. Now, of course, they would be getting lots of love, lots of petting, and feeding. That was all those cats were needing to change from skinny city cats to 3 plump and pretty cats. Have I named 9 cats or 10? I think we'd better count cats again. There are my sister's cats, Jenny and Penny and Bloke, Matt's ugly cat named Pretty, a very old cat named Kitty, Fluffy and Muffy and Smoke, plus Tammy, their mammy, and Poke. Is that 10? You're sure? Well then, There must be more, 2 more, cats not yet accounted for. Ah, here they are. They followed me home from the grocery store. Dawn and night. Night's black. Dawn's white. Do you think we could count cats again? What? Again? Yes, I think we should. Count cats again. Just once more, as we did before. And then we're through for good. All right. There's Dawn. There's Night. There's my sister's cats. Jenny and Penny and Bloke. Matt's ugly cat named Pretty. A very old cat named Kitty. Fluffy and Muffy and Smoke. Plus Tammy, their mammy, and Poke. Poke. One Sarah only, now no longer lonely cat. 12 cats. That's enough cats. I adore cats. But I don't want more cats. Is that clear? What's that I hear? A strange meow. Don't look now. Outside the window. Oh! What a dear little cat. Ah. So many cats. Thank you very much for joining us for our reading of So Many Cats. There's Abe. The easiest thing is to go to catshaven.org, www.catshaven.org. That's our website, and it's got information for volunteering, or if you'd like to donate supplies or food. All the cats would love it. The cats love company. They like particularly for you to come and sit and socialize with them. It helps the cats become adoptable, and honestly, it helps people. So it's good for everybody. I do it because I have always stood with the underdog, or in this case, the undercat. So cats are very often left behind, and I feel like somebody should do something, and I thought I was somebody.
David Molloy doing a great reading tonight, and so
Was
many
it
cats,
done?
Pamela.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I was reading on their website, I think Cats Haven has about 200 cats there. And it's a great, big, beautiful home, just full of kitties running around. And here's Scooter again. He's really a good cat. It's funny, when I come in to see him, he doesn't know because he's sound asleep, but he quickly gets excited when he sees that I'm here. So these special cats really, really are lovable, and I love that David goes in there and spends a lot of time with them, and the volunteers are so important. We also had an interview with another volunteer, Denise. Do we have that slideshow?
Sure, let's take a look. She gives us more information about a few of the cats that you saw in that book reading.
Yes.
Who you holding?
Let's look.
This is Captain Morgan, or Floof, as we call him. He is a cerebellum hypoplasia cat, and he came to us from a high kill shelter up in northern Indiana. The CH cats are a little hard to place because they unfortunately don't always use a litter box, and they might have other little issues, but actually they're great cats. They really are. We have the twins over here. This is Betty and Bonnie. They came in with a group of their siblings, and unfortunately they are the only two who survived. They were put into a box and dropped over our fence, and they are the only two that survived. They have some issues, and when they finally are cleared to be adopted, they have to be adopted together. They are so bonded. Melody has some brain damage from some abuse she took as a kitten. She also has anxiety separation, and she can tear a room apart in 5 minutes or less if you leave her alone, which is why she will live her life out here. Because we did try to adopt her out, but she did tear a room apart when the lady went to work, so she's gonna stay here with us, where she's never locked away and never left alone. Spider. Spider came in with what is known as flipper foot, where her feet are turned up. Her back feet were turned up instead of down the way a normal cat's foot is. As she grew a little bit, her one foot, back foot, the bone started coming through. She had to have it amputated. The other foot causes her no problems, and she can run faster than you can when she's out. She does have, she has grown all that she's going to grow, and she would probably never be adopted either, just from the other issues that she has. And that is her house, and she knows that's her house. It's her safe zone, and if she sees any other cat get in it when she's out during the day, she gets very upset. Don't you, Miss Spider? Well, he's not going to cooperate. Well, Joffrey is 21 years old, and he is, his owner could no longer take care of him. He was going into, I believe, an assisted living where he couldn't take him, and his brother had come in with him. His brother unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but we took them because one of them had been adopted from us previously, and since he had a sibling now that he had grown close to, we brought them both in. Joffrey goes outside sometimes. He doesn't go out as much as he used to. I believe it's due to the fact that he is getting older. He likes to just stay inside. He's a sweet cat, but he does have a little temper, and he does nip sometimes, but you do know when he's going to because he starts shaking his tail, and he'll give you a look, and if you don't listen to him, he's going to nip you. Joffrey.
Joffrey.
What you doing? He says, I'm cleaning.
"21 years old, Pam. That cat is 21.
I cannot believe it. That's what happens when you take good care of kitty cats, right? And
Definitely.
God bless you, Barb and David and Denise, and all of you that give your time. And I hope everyone will donate to Cat Haven. And, oh, looky there. There's a nice shot. Isn't he a pretty boy?
Oh, adorable.
My Scooter. So we have a show about more special cats.
Yeah, one of the cats you saw maybe in that
I
video
think-
was wobbly. And there is a syndrome called Wobbly Cat Syndrome. And in 2018, Pet Pals TV visited Cats Haven to take a closer look at that issue. And here's a look at that story.
Charlie.
It's kind of a normal house with, 104 cats.
Inside this bright home along College Avenue, you'll find cats missing a tail, an eye, and a leg.
We have Xavier here. He's three-legged. See?
So while they have 100 cats who are seniors who have special needs, right now they have 7 who are known as wobbly cats, like Charlie Mouse here, who has a cerebellum disorder. So he can get around, but just barely.
They're basically just like any other cat, except they wobble and fall over.
It's called cerebellar hypoplasia, and Hobbs says it used to be a death sentence.
They're putting them down less and less. It's really not a a handicap that they can't overcome.
We asked veterinarians at Noah's Animal Clinic, and practice director Tom Dock explained wobbly cats were at first very misunderstood.
50, 60, 70 years ago, we would look at this cat and say, nope, it's not going to have a good quality of life. But now we know and understand more that it's really just, it can't control its walking, but it could still have a good life. Find the right home for it as an indoor cat only, and it'll be fine.
Now they're seeing an influx of them, especially at Cats Haven.
The owners might not have understood what was wrong with them, didn't want them, and they referred the owners to us.
Other than a few stumbles and a little more patience trying to eat a treat, Hobbs says wobblers are some of their favorites.
They eat, they play, they sleep, they use their litter boxes, and really they're wonderful little guys. Come on, bud. There we go. Hi. Whoa!
It's important to note that the kittens don't feel any pain when they use their legs to move around. Some of them are even up for adoption, given that the family who adopts them can make sure they stay an indoor cat. I'm Brenna Donnelly reporting for Pet Pals TV.
That was a great story, Pamela.
I love it.
That gratefulrescue.org is a great place to find an adoptable cat or dog, isn't that right?
Yes, we do. We have lots of kitties, and we actually just got a Siamese cat in, and she's getting ready to have a big litter of kittens. She's in foster right now, but boy, I'm sure those kitties are going to be beautiful. So sign up to get our newsletter, and you will see as we receive the kitties what we've got.
Very good. Well, that just about wraps up tonight's Book Nook. I thought it was a great night with some very, very special cats. Again, catshaven.org is where you want to go if you'd like more information on that nonprofit organization.
Yes. And Scooter's saying bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.